many buyers are very concerned when they are buying a property that they're actually not buying a property that is owing the rates and taxes, or that is owing some service fee to the municipality, right? So they ask this question a lot when they're actually buying a house, right? So here we want to clarify how does this process work in order to be sure that the property has paid all the rates and taxes, and you know for sure that the property is not owing. Right? So let's get to it, shall we? And welcome to this week's session. In this channel, as you know, we talk all things real estate, all things finances, so that you are not the passenger of a financial situation, but you are actually the driver, right? Because if you are the passenger, then you don't get to benefit. The driver will benefit for you. Okay? So, during a property transfer, right, the transferring attorney, or what we call the conveyancers, has to apply to the municipality in whose jurisdiction the property falls for, the property that you will be buying. So they have to apply for what we call raise clearance figures, right? So for example, what I mean by jurisdiction in which the property falls in, it means that if a property is located in a suburb that is in Pretoria, for example, then that means that the transferring attorney needs to apply to the local municipality, which is the city of Tshwane. If, for example, the house is located in, like my hometown in Thohoyandou, then the municipality that you have to apply to will be the Thuramela municipality. So I hope that is clear. But you as the buyer or you as the seller are not the one that are directly doing the applications. The conveyancers, that is the person, that the lawyer that is responsible to transfer the ownership from the current owner to the new owner, will be the one that is doing that on your behalf. So that must be clear, right? So these figures or the raise clearance figures are used by the municipality to ensure that they get paid for what is due to them from the current or the existing owner, right? And this is done before the transfer actually takes place, right? So this ensures that the new buyer comes in the property and start at zero, and there is no debt in the property, right? So I just want to break down in terms of how does this work. So just hang on for you to actually understand how this process works, right? So as you know, I've actually made a video in terms of how long the process of the transfer takes place. I'll actually put a link so that you can actually get a fully explained video of how long the process takes place to transfer from the existing owner to a new buyer, right? So this process, if there's no much delay, should take between 3 to 4 months, right? So that should be without any delay. But as you know, the property transfer is a very complicated or complex process. So there might be some delays here and there that can take, I don't know, either for how long, right? But it can take time. But what happens is that the municipality will work out average monthly cost of each services that is provided on that property, right? And then extrapolate that, and that will constitute the clearance figures that your conveyancer would have applied for, right? So which means that at that point you would have to pay 3-4 months in advance of what the municipality has actually worked out, right? Then the seller will have to make a payment, and then only then, after the seller have made a payment to the municipality, only then the clearance rates and taxes certificate will be paid, will be issued, to the conveyancers, right? So what is important is that this certificate is needed by the transferring attorney to lodge. When they lodge to the deeds office, they actually need as one of the documents that is required to make the transfer, this document is actually needed. So without a rates and clearance certificate, the transfer will not actually continue, right? So this is what you must actually understand as a new buyer, that when the conveyancer that is handling that process, there's no double up about it. So they need to submit the rates and clearance certificate to the deeds office. Otherwise, the deeds office will send that application back and the property will not transfer. So meaning for you as the new buyer, you are safe. There is no really a way that the transfer will happen and you will still be owing, because that will be done, right? So how long does this process take place, right? Normally, from the time the conveyancers will make an application to the municipality, to the time that the municipality will issue what we call the rates clearance figures, it will take between 10 to 14 days. And then once you as the current owner have the clearance figures and you made the payment, the municipality will take 2 to 3 days to issue the clearance certificate, right? So I hope that is actually clear, right? But what does the law? I actually said this is a legal requirement. What does the law actually say, right? So I'll read it out, right? And I will put it on the screen as well so that you can read it out with me. So number 1, it says a register of deeds may not register the transfer of a property except on production to that register of deeds of a prescribed certificate issued by the municipality or municipalities in which the property is situated in, and which certificate that all amounts that became due in connection with that property for the municipal service fees, surcharges on the fees, property rates, and other municipal taxes preceding the date of application for the certificate have been fully paid, right? And lastly said, a prescribed certificate issued by a municipality in terms of section A is valid for a period of 60 days from the date it has been issued. So what is basically saying is saying what I've said at the beginning, that for a property to transfer, there need to be a certificate or a clearance certificate that is issued by the municipality, and then that certificate must be valid for a period of 60 days. If it's more than 60 days, then the process starts again. You need to redo the certificate application and then like that, because it needs to be valid for that period of 60 days, right? I hope this video helps you understand that you can actually not get a house that is actually owing as a new buyer in terms of the rates and clearance certificate and all that. So if this video adds value of some sort in your life, please share with your friends, share with your colleagues, everybody, and then don't forget to subscribe if you have not subscribed, and don't forget to like and comment below. Looking to hear from you. Cheers.